Pada pertemuan kali ini, saya akan menjelaskan mengenai writing explicit cursor. Objective 1. Distinguish between an implicit and explicit cursor. 2. Discuss when and why to use an explicit cursor. 3. Use a PL/SQL record variable. 4. Write a cursor for loop. About cursor. Every SQL statement executed by the Oracle server has individual cursor associated with it. 1. Implicit cursor. There are declared for all DML and PL/SQL select statement. And 2. Explicit cursor. There are declared and named by the programmer. There are explicit cursor function, and there are controlling explicit cursor. Controlling explicit cursor. 1. Open the cursor. 2. Fetch a row. 3. Close the cursor. Declaring the cursor. Syntax. Cursor's name is select statement. Don't include the into clause in the cursor declaration. If processing row in a specific sequence is required, use the order by clause in the query. There are the example of that. Declare cursor employee underscore cursor is select employee ID last name from employees. Cursor depth cursor is select bintang from department where location ID sama dengan 170. Begin. Opening the cursor. There are the syntax of opening the cursor. Open cursor's name. Open the cursor to execute the query and identify the active set. If the query written no rows, no exception is raised. Use cursor attribute to test the outcome after fetch. Fetching data from the cursor. Syntax. Fetch cursor name into variable 1, variable 2, record name. Retrieve the current row values into variable. Include the same number of variables. Match each variable to correspond to the columns positionally. Test to see whether the cursor contains row. There are the example of fetching data from the cursor. Closing the cursor. Syntax of closing the cursor. Close cursor name. Close the cursor after completing the processing of the rows. Reopen the cursor if required. Don't attempt to fetch data from a cursor after it has been closed. Implicit cursor attribute. Obtain status information about a cursor. Percent is open. To evaluate to true if the cursor is open. Percent not found. To evaluate to true if the most recent fetch does not return a row. Percent found evaluates to true if the most recent fetch return a row. Complement of percent not found. Percent row count evaluates to the total number of rows returned so far. The percent is open attribute. Fetch rows only when the cursor is open. Use the percent is open cursor attribute before performing a fetch to test whether the cursor is open. There are the example of percent is open. Controlling multiple fetch. Process several rows from an explicit cursor using a loop. Fetch a row each iteration. Use explicit cursor attributes to test the success of each fetch. The percent not found and percent row count attribute. Use the percent row count cursor attribute to retrieve an exact number of rows. Use the percent not found cursor attribute to determine when to exit the loop. There are an example for percent not found and percent row count. Cursor and record. Process the row of the activate set by fetching values into a PL/SQL record. There are examples of that. Declare cursor employee EMP cursor is select employee's ID last name from employees. EMP record EMP cursor percent row type. Begin open EMP cursor loop. Fetch EMP cursor into EMP record. Cursor for loop. Syntax of cursor for loops. For record name in cursor name loop. Statement 1, statement 2, and loop. The cursor for loop is a shortcut to process explicit cursor. Implicit open, fetch, exit, and close occur. The record is implicitly declared. Print a list of employees who work for the sales department. There are syntax of that. Cursor for loops using subquery. No need to declare the cursor. There are an example. Begin for EMP record in select class name, department ID from employees loop. Implicit open and implicit fetch occur. If EMP record the department ID sama dengan 80, then bla 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 and loop.